this is a list of some of the most epic, badass, awesome, most legendary fucking weapons in all video games. Now, they're in no order. There's no way I could put these weapons in order in any single way. Why? Because they are too goddamn fucking lead. So, fuck it. Let's look at the first one. Now, you cannot make any list talking about video game weapons and not include the granddaddy bad motherfucker weapon of all time. Doom's very own BFG. And what's that? The big fucking gun? Oh yeah. Back in the day when Doom first came out, like, a lot of people didn't even know the gun existed, but when word got around that did, they were like, BFG. BFG, what's big fucking gun? Clever. And you want to know what? The name makes sense. It is a big fucking gun, and your little Doom dude who's always looking around like, motherfucking, I'm gonna kill a bunch of fucking hellspawn. Yeah, he's walking around, but technically when he has the BFG, he should just be good. Yes. Because you have this gigantic fucking weapon, and it doesn't matter, it's just like, well, here comes a whole bunch of fucking hellspawn, demon, pit lord, I'm just gonna rape you in the fucking eye socket demons. Oh fuck, doesn't matter, BFG. And they're just like, dead. Little pixelated fucking blood smears all over the fucking floor, and, you know, you're just all like, yay! Cyber Demon rolls out, he's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill this shit out of your face. And it's Cyber Demon, you know, the scariest fucking thing in Doom, but did not matter because you had the BFG. And you pulled out your big fucking gun, and you put a big fucking hole in the Cyber Demon. It only took a couple shots, and that motherfucker was like, dead. Did not fucking matter. So forever and ever, the big fucking gun will be one of the most legendary, one of the most epic weapons in all of gaming. And there isn't really many guns that can, like, seriously be that fucking cool, because it's the BFG. Big fucking gun. That's a big fucking deal. Oh yeah, you like that play on words? Yeah. Doesn't matter if you don't. But seriously, Doom, big fucking gun, that's the shit right there. You really can't beat that. So if you make a video game list and you do not include the BFG, it's because you are a fucking moron. In Turok 2, one of the coolest fucking weapons, honestly, one of the craziest weapons I've ever seen was the Cerebral Boar. Now, in no way could somebody tell me that the concept of shooting a little fucking metal sphere that just flies around in the air, latches onto its enemy's skulls, and just starts spewing blood everywhere like a fucking, like, a corpse sprinkler, just like blood everywhere. It is so fucking awesome. And they walk around like they're drunk as shit. They're like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh man, no, I'm cool, man, oh god, that's a lot of blood. You know, and that's fucking awesome. And the thing is, if you've ever seen the one horror movie called Phantasm, yeah, it's a lot like that. Phantasm was kick-ass and also had something really fucking similar. Big metal ball that just fucking flew around, grabbed onto an enemy's head, and just drilled into it, and just blood everywhere. Just blood everywhere. Even though that sounded like a farting noise, but, well, whatever. They'd probably be shitting their pants whenever it happened, so I guess that's fairly accurate. But all in all, Cerebral Boar, one of the coolest fucking weapons ever. I would like to see it implemented into a future game at some point. Any game, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, make that somehow something that'll drop from a crate during a Call of Duty match. Tell me enemies wouldn't be fucking, like, screaming for their lives when they have a little sphere that homes in on them and shoots their blood all over their fucking friends. Yep, you're pretty fucked then. The Fat Man. And no, not a large fat man sitting on somebody, even though that's just as fucking deadly. I'm talking about the Fat Man from Fallout. La 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 la. Look, an enemy. Time to reload. My nuke. It was a fucking nuclear explosion. How the fuck could you even say something is better than that? It's a fucking nuke. A nuke that you carry with you. What the fuck is an enemy going to do whenever they see you, like, walking up like, I don't like you? And they're just like, no, don't. And it's just like, Fat Man. And they're like, I hate my life. And that's pretty much it. They're just like a smoldering fucking shit stain on the ground. Gone completely from existence. Even though it has a silly name, it's a very threatening name after you realize what it is. Because I don't need to say, it's a nuke in a can, even though it is a nuke in a can. But the fact is that if you walk up to somebody and it's just like, you think you're tough, huh? What will you say when I bring out my fat man? And I'm like, no, please don't fucking not the fat man! No! That's a family crying, by the way, because their fucking dad just got nuked. But the fat man, that's fucking awesome. All weapons in Fallout wish they were as OP as the fucking fat man. The fat man is the shit, in general. Out of all Fallout weapons, by far my fucking favorite. In Twisted Metal, there's all types of weapons. They're laying around everywhere. Everybody's got specials. There's also the environmental weapons that you can go and fuck with. But the thing is, out of all of them, there's one, just one, that I can say best them all with great ease. In Twisted Metal Black, Sweet Tooth Special. The very first time that I ever got my hands on a game, and I just activated that special, Sweet Tooth's little ice cream truck, which is already morbid looking to begin with, starts transforming and all of a sudden becomes a big fucking towering demonic clown that shoots a fuck ton of missiles. It's like missiles just going everywhere. God forbid if you just direct them all at one thing coming at you, like head on. It's like, I'm gonna get you! Little body running out on fire. Run them over. They're dead. They're so fucking dead. Like, I saw screenshots for it inside of like a bunch of video game magazines, but the thing is, it does not mean shit until you get your hands on it. Like, it looks cool on paper. You're like, wow, that looks pretty badass. I would like to try that out. But then you get your hands on it and you're just driving around, it's just missiles everywhere. Everything's so fucking dead. And it's such a satisfying feeling. Then if you're playing like 2-player, or if you were one of the few people like myself that actually went online and played it, dude, anybody driving up to you, I don't care what the fuck their special was, seeing a barrage of fucking missiles come from a towering fucking demonic clown that's laughing at me, that sucks. But for you that's actually doing it, it is awesome. That's something I'm really hoping that in a new Twist Metal they retain, because that's just very fucking metal. What's the one thing that Dracula fears most? The fucking vampire killer. That's right. All the Belmonts. What's their one prized possession? That fucking whip. The vampire killer, by far, what's handed down to Belmont, to Belmont, to Belmont, to Belmont, throughout all the Castlevania games, and they just go trudging through the castle, and any enemy that just comes up, like a zombie, for instance, I'm a fucking retard, you're dead now. Up a Medusa head, just flying along. I'm gonna be a dick, says the Medusa head. Oh, no you're not. Simon Belmont says, fuck you! Dead. Death comes down. Richter Belmont's just like, oh, I see that you're Death. And he's just like, I have a big ass scythe and I'm real fucking cool looking. I'm gonna fly around and do some real annoying shit. And he's just like, no you're not. You're fucking dead. It doesn't really matter. Like, any enemy that would come up to a Belmont got their ass handed to them and then some. They got fucking whipped. You know, when you powered it up, it became like a chain whip. Like, that's fucked up, man. Like, before it was like a little leather whip, and then all of a sudden it became this big chain whip, and then it became like some holy fucking artifact that could destroy everything. Like, you know, anything. And on top of that, it's called the Vampire Killer. Obviously, it was meant to do one thing. Dracula being the only fucking vampire within Castlevania, you know, he was probably like, wait, who's at the castle door? The Belmont? You gotta be fucking kidding. The Belmonts? No. I'm busy today. I'm watching the fucking game. No. Send some of the lower tier bosses at them. I don't give a shit. They're dead. Oh god, they're here. And then one of the Belmonts just kicks the fucking door in and it's just like, you! It's like, this is Dracula face palming. He's just like, why are you here? And they're just like, because you're Dracula and I'm the vampire killer. And Dracula just gets his fucking ass handed to him, just and he's like, fucking stop! Said fucking stop! Roll credits. That's really the end of that. But a vampire killer, by far, one of the most OP fucking weapons. Legendary because it's been around since the fucking 80s and still going strong. Now, it's not often in a first-person shooter where one of the weapons that you think is like this big, huge deal turns out to be the melee move. Now, what game could that be? Why, it's Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem has the Duke Nukem boot, where he's just walking along and he's just like, what is this? Poof! And that pig cop just went, fuck, oh, that's really it. Like, he just gets fucking owned. Cool thing about it is that Duke Nukem not only can boot you and fuck your day in half, but he can boot while going up a ladder. He can boot just anywhere that he wants. He can walk and boot just fine. But the thing is, you can actually give him what's called the super boot, where basically he goes all fucking like Liu Kang bicycle kick on you. He's like, like 2 fucking boots up in the air, and he can have a shotgun at the same time. That means that Duke Nukem is now defying gravity. He's floating through the fucking air, and he's kicking the living shit out of everything. So that means that with one foot, he's kicking your teeth in. With the other one, he's kicking your ass. And with a shotgun, he's just fucking raping you with bullets. That's fucking awesome! Duke Nukem definitely deserves a fucking spot with just that alone. I mean, his arsenal is fucking impressive, beyond understanding. Like the shrink ray, step, dead, splat. You know, that's fucking cool alone. He has rocket launchers out the ass, all types of things that just own like a motherfucker. But his boot, by far, one of the coolest things in all of gaming. Just the fact that he goes up and he's got, you know, steel-toed combat boots and he's just like, pow! And it's like, no, dead! That's really cool. So, yes, out of many weapons in any first-person shooter that I got to enjoy, yeah, Duke Nukem's boot, that's definitely one of the fucking best. Barry's gun. I have this! Now, there's a reason why he said, I have this. And that's because it was the most overpowered fucking weapon in all of survival horror. Okay, Barry went to Jill and said, here you go, you need a weapon. Hands her a bazooka. And she's like, well, what about you, Barry? And he's like, stupid bitch, I have this. And there's a reason why he has that. Because it's as powerful as a fucking rocket launcher. Like in a Resident Evil remake on GameCube, it had the same fucking stats. Okay, he isn't Barry anymore. He's like Dirty Harry, like Dirty Barry, which sounds kind of perverted, but it doesn't matter because it's Barry. It's Barry fucking Burton. And the cool thing about it is it could seriously like one-shot anything. It doesn't really matter. Zombie, pff, dead. It doesn't really matter. Tyrant, pff, dead. Okay, a hunter. Oh, wait, actually, in Resident Evil, in the one cutscene, a hunter, which, you know, every time there's a hunter anywhere, okay, it could basically just come up and just whoosh, your head just rolls right off your fucking shoulders. But Barry just turned around and was like, oh, Jill, there goes a hunter in the air. That shit dropped to the fucking ground. It was like, oh no, I'm so fucking dead. And Barry was like, yes, you are. Jill sandwich. It was so fucking awesome. And the thing is, Barry's gun is so fucking, like, epic. And on top of that, it's like the manliest fucking gun. Like, you shouldn't just call it Barry's gun. You should call it Barry's gun. Like, and I want you guys to take a note of that. Anytime that you talk about Barry's gun, you should say it with, like, you know, from your gut. You should say it in a deep voice, Barry's gun. Because that's the manliest fucking weapon in the entire universe. Okay, it's a one-shot, one-kill gun in general. In Mercenaries mode on Resident Evil 5, it's like one of the best fucking weapons ever. You know, it doesn't matter what the fuck is coming near you, it's just dead. That's really it. I wish it did not even make a gunshot. I wish it just said dead. That would be so much better, but honestly, out of many, many weapons in any game, Barry's gun, by fucking far, is one of the coolest weapons I ever got my hands on. So, yes, deserves a big fucking spot on the list. Barry's gun.